Hi Taurus, my name is Shanel and this is Divine Resolution Tarot. I am the resident tarot reader for this YouTube channel as well as for the Divine Resolution Tarot business that operates in Minnesota. If you'd like to work with me, you can go ahead and click the link down below and you'll be redirected to divineresolutiontarot.com. If I can get my words out, readings start at $15 and there's lots of great readings on sale for the month of July. All right, that is all I need to say about that. Thank you so much for all of my returning subscribers. Thank you for new viewers viewing my channel. And thank you so much for the people who booked a reading with me last month. I really enjoyed having an opportunity to work with you. So Taurus, right now, this spread is to look at the energies coming towards you from mid-July up until the beginning of August. And I always kind of do this little shuffle in the beginning of the reading, so that if anything wants to come out, it can, and we can see energies surrounding your situation. King of Pentacles just came out. So you could be dealing with an earth sign, or this could be your energy, Taurus, because you are an earth sign and you're very stable. Now, if this is representative of your energy, you're at the top of your game right now, whether it's professionally, financially. You could have just gotten something that makes you feel like you leveled up, whether it's a new house, new car, new job, something that's really bringing you into this King of Pentacles energy. I'm feeling like, Queen of Swords in the reverse. So you could be dealing with an air sign. Or this could also be a facet of your personality, Taurus, where you're not cutting something out of your life and really kind of deciding what you want to do about a particular person or thing, okay? Because with this Eight of Cups here, there's something that you're not walking away from. With this Pentacles energy, lots of eights. So there's a cycle that's not ending, not changing here. And I feel like these are all the things that Taurus is looking at. Okay. You could be looking at someone in your life and feeling like they're not changing and starting to evaluate whether or not it's time to release yourself from this particular situation. If this is someone that you're dealing with, this Queen of Swords energy, this woman could be verbally abusive almost to Taurus. Very argumentative. And you could just be feeling like you need to take time away from this particular situation. All right. Hermit came out, as well as the Page of Cups, Seven of Cups in the reverse, bottom of the deck, Two of Wands, okay? So there's a decision about where you want to take your passion, where your passion lies. Which road to choose, okay? And Nine of Pentacles also came out when I was moving the deck here. So it could be that you are coming to the realization that you don't want to be single. 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Five of Cups, okay? So what I'm seeing here is that there's someone that you haven't, if you are leaving, you have not left yet, or you are thinking very heavily about leaving the situation. Someone could have left you. But if they did leave you, I feel like they did it in such a way that it was very abrupt. And I'm almost getting the vibe that this is somebody that comes back and forth, okay? Because with this Queen of Swords energy, this is somebody who kind of, she speaks her truth, but I feel like her truth changes a lot, okay, depending on the day. I feel like there's no mental clarity here. If you're dealing with someone, they're leaving you quite confused, okay? And I think you're going back and forth from being single to not single often, all right? We have this Seven of Cups in the reverse. So it talks a lot about seeing a situation for what it is. And you may be coming to the realization that whoever this is that you're dealing with is very codependent on you, because you're coming through as this very strong energy. So they could be financially codependent or emotionally codependent. You could be having trouble cutting this person out of your life because they are financially dependent on you. But the thing about the Page of Pentacles or the King of Pentacles energy, as well as Taurus in general, is that you're very strong, you're very steady, you're very caring, you're that caregiver, okay? So when you come through and you make a commitment to someone, you generally take it all the way, unless you just find that it doesn't serve you anymore at all, and then you remove yourself from the situation. But you could be having some clarity about a particular commitment, okay? Because even though this person is coming up in the reverse and she's not looking at you, I'm seeing that it's like nobody's walking away. It's kind of this energy of like trying to figure out what will happen next. And not it's weird because we have the 8 of Cups in the reverse, and then we have the 8 of Swords in the reverse. So it's like in your mind, you're freeing yourself from whatever this is, but emotionally, you're still quite invested, Taurus, and that's what I'm seeing. I'm almost wondering if somebody is kind of giving you this ultimatum of like, you need to, maybe you're the bachelor, or the bachelorette, and somebody is telling you that they want you in their life. And if you're not willing to commit, they're going to go off and do their own thing. And so the truth of the matter is that you find it's time to make that commitment, okay? Because you miss this person. Maybe you thought you'd be okay if they left, and you were just like, you don't get to give me an ultimatum. You don't get to make me decide. I really like my life the way that it is. And now that this person has gone, you're finding that you miss them, but I think you're grieving the loss of this bachelorette lifestyle. Maybe you're trying to get it out of your system, because the truth of the matter is you like your life with this person, and it took them leaving for you to figure out that, this is where your happiness lies, is with this particular person. So now you're trying to make a decision here. It's time to take a new road. It's time to start something brand new, something very, very fertile. I feel like this is a marriage proposal, and it could be that someone is proposing to you, Taurus, or it could be that you're proposing to someone else. But I'm getting the vibe here that somebody gave that ultimatum and they removed themselves from the situation, and now someone's coming in and realizing, that it's time to commit to Taurus, or it's time for Taurus to commit, okay? So I'm going to give the deck a couple of quick shuffles, and then we'll get right into your spread. That's an interesting energy, and it's definitely, see, we have the Hermit and the 10 of Pentacles. So somebody's got some real commitment issues. They want to, but they don't want to, okay? And it's always interesting to see what comes up for different signs, because there really are such different storylines. All right, I think that's it. So let's pull them and see what we got. Yep. Your situation is the Ace of Cups, okay? So someone is coming to light about who you are to them, and it could have been that Queen of Swords didn't want to commit to you, okay? And you were like, hey, I'm stable, I'm the total package. You better call it a day with whatever else you've been doing, or get gone, right? Bottom of the deck, we have Queen of Cups. Is this why this person is having trouble committing? Is there an issue with trying to decide who to commit to? Maybe there's 2 people involved that you've gotten rid of one particular person because they wanted you all to themselves, and you saw that your attention should be going elsewhere, okay? The situation, though, is the Ace of Cups. So there's some kind of new love that you're feeling like you'd really like to explore. So I'm almost wondering if this Queen of Swords, when she gave you that ultimatum and she left, if it didn't backfire, or when he left, if it didn't backfire on them, and then you found, that you had a decision to make, and maybe you're not choosing them. Maybe you're choosing whoever this Queen of Cups represents to you. Okay. I can talk about signs, but in all honesty, signs are in our chart in so many places that we're all kind of a combination of signs. So what I will say is that the Swords family is going to be very analytical. They're going to be very emotionally reserved. Okay. They come from a place of their mind and their thoughts. They're not very quick to tell you how they feel, or even if they do talk about how they feel, they're going to kind of sound like they're talking about someone else. Okay. They don't really feel their feelings. They're kind of more in a space of being like, yeah, it made me really mad. But the way they're talking about it, you would never know that. Okay. Or if they're like, yeah, I was so happy that happened. And you're like, really? Well, you don't sound happy at all. They're not, they can definitely talk to you in a way that you'll understand, but they're very emotionally removed. Okay. So that would be that Swords energy that we saw with the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Cups is that person who, she's very loving. She's very affectionate. She's very kind. Queen of Swords is going to be much more withdrawn. Okay. She'll show her love in ways that are practical by doing things that are thoughtful, maybe buying you something that you can use. Whereas the Queen of Cups is just very, very sweet. And maybe she, instead of just buying you that, the watch that because you need one, she would buy you a watch that's like a replica of your father's watch that passed away or something. Like she goes that extra mile to do something very sentimental and very heartfelt. So those are the two energies that I'm seeing coming through here. We have the water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have air, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Okay. All right, Taurus. Let's pull a clarifier for this Ace of Cups, because I'm curious to know if this is two different energies or if this is just like parts of someone's particular personality and this is the same person. Oh, nope. Not at all. I'm feeling like this might be two energies that you're dealing with, Taurus, especially because you have that Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Because what I'm seeing here is that you've seen someone for who they are, and now you're wanting to rush in and offer someone else something. Okay? Because we have that, look at that, how they're both facing each other versus how that Queen of Swords was looking away, and then you, Taurus, was kind of looking after her, but thinking all these things like, I want to walk away, I want to free myself, I don't want to walk away. So maybe through you separating from a particular person, that's shown you where your passion really lies. Because now if you see, we have the Death and we have the World. Okay. So through one ending, you were able to transform your life into something else. Okay. This could even be like, an ending and Temperance. So, it's really a restorative energy. Because see, now if you look at this, we have the no victory and the victory. Okay. So I think that, you didn't commit to one person because there's someone else that you'd rather be with. That's really kind of what I'm seeing, is that there's someone else you have your eye on. And so that's what made it so hard to take that like plunge with that person. And they probably felt that resistance, okay, and got pretty mad about that. What it looks like to you, you have the Six of Swords in the reverse, so not moving on. You could be choosing, as I said, to not move on with that Queen of Swords and to be moving towards this Queen of Cups. Okay, this passionate, very emotionally fulfilling situation, or this person who, with Taurus being Earth, water is very nice for earth, you know, because it really helps to nurture and grow and flourish what you have going on, Taurus, kind of your personality. It's very complementary. Whereas air, it's very, I don't want to say it's not a good match, but there are definitely some issues with air and earth together, you know, because there's not a whole lot. I think earth gets kind of frustrated with air because earth is so grounded and air is so airy, right? It's just kind of the complete opposite, you know, if you are very familiar with elements or signs, you know, like a Taurus and a Gemini are not a very complementary match because Taurus is very stable and focused, and Gemini is very, what's the word I'm looking for? Because it's nothing mean. It's just that I'm a Gemini personally, but they change. They're very flexible. They don't like putting themselves in a box. They don't like routine. Whereas Taurus is very like, okay, slow and steady wins the race. If I do the same thing multiple times, I get very good at it, and then I can make a lot of money and be the best, you know, whereas an air sign is like, oh, I don't want to do the same thing all the time. So you may be finding that water is a much more complementary match for you and that you just are a much better fit with this person. What it feels like to you is the King of Swords in the reverse. Okay. So what do we got? King of Wands reverse, 8 of Wands in the reverse, 8 of Wands in the reverse. So yeah, you're coming to light about this opportunity with this air person. That's what I'm seeing. You're removing yourself from the situation. It's not the opportunity that you thought it was, and you're not closing in the distance. If anything, you're creating more distance from this person. Okay. It could even be that this air sign was because they are kind of that flighty individual at times, they could have been unfaithful to you. And so now you're just like, hey, you know what? I really should have been dealing with her the whole time. I'd like to see where this goes with this person over here. You could have gave somebody their walking papers. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. All right. What you'll want to do with the situation is the 9 of Swords. So you're done stressing over it. You're done thinking about it. I feel like there was that ending there with that particular person. You know, you're not trying to manifest something new with them. You don't want to see where this will go. You're not trying to explore any new options with them. You don't see the potential of the situation, okay? You just want to cut this person out, and you kind of want to see where this will go with someone else. Magician in the reverse here. You've got a couple of cards that talk about not seeing the opportunity with this particular person, but it's also, there's been some kind of manipulation here. You know, I don't want to think that there was this affair where this Queen of Cups stole your heart from the Queen of Swords, but that very well could be that you were trying to figure out how to communicate that to this particular person, and then it just kind of happened or came out. Or it could be vice versa. So take it how it resonates with you. But there was definitely, I feel like, some sort of manipulation that led to whatever this conflict was. Because with these swords people coming out in the reverse, that's a pretty angry energy where it's like verbally abusive, or arguments where people say some pretty mean and cutting things, right? The reality of what Spirit wants you to know, Knight of Swords in the reverse, okay? So that, again, is that argument that I was talking about. You didn't have clarity on the situation, and so that's why this situation happened, is to be able to provide you with that particular clarity, okay? And that's exactly what I'm saying. Knight of Swords, Page of Swords. With this in the reverse, this could have been a lot of deception that was coming through from this particular person. There we go with the deception. That's exactly what I was saying. They could have been not giving you the love that you deserve, and you could have been holding on to that commitment. And so whatever happened here, this clarity that came in, or this information, or this conversation that happened, It happened because you need to not be moving forward in your thoughts with this person. And I see that you're not, okay, because you had that Eight of Swords in the reverse. So you're freeing yourself, okay? But then you also had that Eight of Cups. So you're not walking away from something. And it's interesting because you weren't walking away from the cups, but you're walking away from the swords. Okay. And I think that that's what the universe wanted you to know, is that whatever this was not the opportunity for you. This is, okay. So you need to take a look at whatever you found out. Take a look at whoever it is that it seems you'd like to be giving your attention to, and then possibly make that happen. We have the Seven of Swords for energies that could help, and that's an apology, okay? It's not just an apology. It's kind of like coming to light about a sneaky behavior. And so what, if this Queen of Swords was doing something behind your back, I'm feeling like coming to light about that has been helpful for you to be able to figure out where you want to move to. Okay, because you're moving away from this swords energy and you're moving towards this new love, okay? It could have been too that you were just holding on to someone in your heart space and not moving forward with someone that seemed like a good match. And so you needed whatever this information or this argument was to really set you free from that particular situation in your heart space so that you could make room for this new person, okay, Taurus? Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. I really hope someone didn't take something from you and they're returning it. It could be that someone's returning a wedding ring, honestly. Maybe that money is going to be what you need to be able to move towards this Ace of Cups situation. Maybe you're at a distance. You could have left a high school sweetheart or a childhood sweetheart and started a new life with this particular person and then found out that it just wasn't it, okay? That's kind of what I'm seeing, that maybe there's somebody that you left, and now that this is over, you've let go of this toxic energy. You're able to move towards the person that you really should have been with all along. That's kind of what I'm feeling. Because you couldn't build a home with this person. Like, I'm getting the vibe that this person was like that, maybe they were very career driven, but just they were kind of cold. They were, they didn't really make room for you, emotionally. And so no matter what you did, it seemed like they were never quite happy. Okay. Whereas this Queen of Cups energy is kind of like that really nice, sweet girl next door that you should have picked from the beginning that your mom probably told you about. Right. So I think you're trying to figure out how to move back towards this person. Because second chance. You don't want to make them think that they weren't your first choice, okay? I think maybe you got blinded by the light here with the eye. That's what I'm seeing. You saw that kind of shiny, cool, whatever it was, and at the time it seemed like a great idea, but you're realizing that you shouldn't have strayed away from what you knew and where your heart felt comfortable, okay? What you don't know or what you should consider, we have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. So it's interesting here because Nine of Cups talks about, getting your wish, obviously, and celebrating. But with this coming up in the reverse, yeah, you may hear, if you contact this person that you're thinking of, they may already have started something with someone else, whoever this Queen of Cups represents to you. It can be male or female. And they may not be very happy about having been treated like an option or being your second choice, okay? That's something to consider. So as much as you want to move towards this person, you may have to deal with kind of the backlash of leaving them to begin with, or choosing someone else over them. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. Energies that could hurt. Okay, let's see. Two of Swords in the reverse. That talks about making that decision, seeing through whatever this is, this energy of not being clear. So clarity is a good thing, and I'm interested to see how that could hurt you. I'm almost wondering if it's going to really hurt you if you contact this person that's on your thoughts, and you find that they've made the decision to move on to someone else. This is always so fun when cards clarify each other with each other, okay? So Two of Swords. All right. Got Knight of Swords. So it looks like whoever this person represents, this air sign that you've cut out, or this person that's just kind of emotionally vacant, it sounds like they're going to come rushing back in. I see that right away. Also, looks like some communication is going to happen. Knight of Swords energy, you're not really thinking very clearly. You just kind of go with it. Like, today's the day, you know. Maybe you don't do that, okay? Think it through a little bit before you do contact whomever it is that's on your mind. Give me just 1 second here because I'm looking. Yeah, I feel like there's like a broken engagement, broken commitment. You're realizing that you should have committed. You committed to the wrong person, but I'm just looking here because it's like, I'm almost curious if there's some sort of indecision. It's like, what's hurting you is you're coming to light about something, but I'm not understanding why this is a hurtful thing, because here, I'll tell you what I'm seeing, and then we're going to get some clarity on it. So what I'm seeing is that you've made the decision to let go of something that you were holding on to very tightly. And maybe that's why this is hurtful, is because you let go of this person, whoever this Queen of Cups was, okay? And instead you went off with this manipulative energy because you were feeling, yeah, okay, I see. So what hurts is that you made a decision to let go of something that was very precious, okay? And now you come into this space where you've come to light about a particular person that you did choose, and you're placing distance between them. You see them for who they are, okay? But at the bottom of the deck here, we have the Hierophant, and we have this stalemate situation. So what I'm almost picking up is that whoever this is that you're really interested in could be in a commitment with someone else, okay? They could be dating someone else right now. And so that's something that will really hurt you if you find that out. Page of Wands, the Lovers, the Empress in the reverse, the World. Yeah, I think, to be honest with you, Taurus, what I'm seeing here is that you are trying to go back to this person where your passion really lies, because you have had this revelation. But I feel like a decision has been made, okay? And this person's plans have changed whenever you removed yourself from the situation and you started a new life with someone else. I'm getting the vibe that the person that you're trying to go back to has started a new life of their own, okay? And so what you had with them, it's different now. It's kind of the end, you know? It's over. They've moved away from this connection because you left. But, and this could go either way. It could be, you know, that Taurus has moved away from this connection and that someone else is trying to get a hold of Taurus because they realize what they lost. But someone is not going forward with the plan. And I think what's going to hurt the situation is when you come back, that's going to cause a lot of confusion for everyone involved, because this person is already doing something else, okay? Yeah. This person is either already doing something else with someone else, or this person is going to be like, you know what? I'm really happy being single and on my own because you left me and I wasn't your first choice, okay? Now, this can go either way. It can be Taurus saying this to someone coming in for them. There could be that person, even that air sign could be trying to come back and you're like, no, thank you. Or it could be that that water sign is coming towards you because they've left someone and they're now thinking of you, okay? Either way, though, I think that someone is going to be turned down or the plan isn't going to go the way they think it's going to, okay? Because someone's either very happy single or they've started something with someone else because they didn't like being a second choice or treated like an option, okay? Or overlooked. Give me one more card for Taurus. All right, let's see what we got. Guidance, power. Okay, and that guidance, I saw that Two of Swords come out where it was kind of that energy of like not knowing what to do. The Magician in the reverse, not being able to manifest what you want, right? Ask for guidance. The divine will meet your every need, okay? So if you're having trouble manifesting this situation or you're having trouble deciding whether or not to take someone back if they come towards you or to offer someone something, you know, a commitment, because it's almost like you've come to light about like, I'm supposed to be with this person right here. But it almost seems like this person isn't really getting with the program because they're still a bit upset with you, okay? So what I would recommend that you do is to try to send them lots of loving vibrations and maybe just pray about it. This key here around this man's neck, I'm almost looking like you probably really do hold the key to this person's heart or vice versa, but they're just not there yet, okay? Because they're still a little bit hurt about being treated that way and overlooked for someone that seemed flashier when in reality they were the person that you were supposed to be with and they knew it all along, okay? Or vice versa. This could go either way. We have power. So this is a lot of illumination, okay? This is also a lot of static electricity, you know? So that's that passion, you know? I'm just looking at this butterfly here. Yeah, something is going to change for sure. It says, own your power. Every storm brings a fresh new beginning. And that really is what this reading is about. You know, whatever ended, whatever commitment ended, if a ring was given back, if a home felt like it was being ripped apart or a divorce was happening, it really is to bring that fresh start, okay? So Taurus, this has been your reading. If you'd like to work with me, you can click on the link down below. Outside of that, I hope you take care of yourself. I'll be speaking to you soon if you return. I have a lot of videos I'm uploading. If you like, feel free to like, comment if you wish. Subscriptions are wonderful and I really do appreciate them. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to read for you, Taurus. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.